I hope we are actually going live. I can't see, but I am so excited to be here. Hola, hola, hermosas. I hope you're all having a fabulous, beautiful, great, and amazing day. My name is Lorena Cortez, and I'm going to say the word excited a million times because that's just what I am. I'm excited. So let's talk. First of all, excuse my no brows, okay? Because that's what you're here for, to learn all about eyebrows. And so, oh my gosh, like so basic, right? No, 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 no. We're not gonna be basic today here. We are going to learn all beyond basic eyebrows today, okay? And so, as you can see, back in my crazy wild days, back in the day when I was young, I made the big mistake of plucking a little bit more than I should. And so now I am actually struggling a little bit with my eyebrows. And so that's one of the things that I love to do the most and teach the most, because I think eyebrows is really what defines your face, what makes your face pretty much everything. It's gonna define your whole complete look, okay? And so eyebrows is a very, very important thing to do and to learn and to make sure that they are always on fleek, as I love to say. So I hope you're excited to learn all about beyond basic brows. That's what we named this little class tutorial. And so let's get started. The first thing is I want to show you really quick what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my all-time favorite brow kit. That's what I call it. There's several ways for you to do your eyebrows, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but it really will depend on what you prefer, okay? I always say, like, your eyebrows are always going to be what you make of them, and it's going to be like your expression and how you feel, and they have to go with your shape. They have to go with the type of eyebrow you have, and so I'm going to teach you all about that. But right now, I'm going to use a brow kit, that's what I call it, that I think everybody could use. I think everybody could learn from it, could learn with it, could use it if you're experienced with your eyebrows, can use it no matter what, okay? And so this is my favorite brow kit right here. I did this backwards. But it's going to be basically, you always need, girls, let me tell you a little trick for your eyebrows. You always have to have the perfect brow brow brush. Always, always, always. And so always make sure that you have a brow like this that has a little spoolie. Okay, that's what you call it, like the mascara thing. And then the one that has the perfect angled little brush that is going to help you make sure that your brows, that's why I think it has a little science behind it, and that's why they made it angled, is because it's going to help you shape your eyebrow perfectly. And so this is our eyebrow eyeliner brush right here. So you want to have one of these, okay? Perfect. And then you want to have the perfect precision brow liner. And let me tell you something about this one. The reason why I absolutely love this brow liner is because it's, one, the perfect shapes of it, and two, let me tell you that the tip of them is like just perfect. It's thin, it's little, and it is always gonna be really easy to apply. So you'll see right now when I apply on my eyebrows, okay? So really easy to apply. And this one I use in the shade dark brunette. I'm gonna tell you about shades in a little bit. That's the shade that I use. And then you always gonna have a volumizing brow tint. If you have eyebrows, if you don't have eyebrows, if they're perfect, if you're working on them, it doesn't matter. You always want to have a volumizing brow tint, because it's gonna help you, one, settle them, two, give them that volume that they need, and three, there's magic in this one. It makes them look natural, okay? So sorry, you just heard my dogs. I have crazy dogs. Okay, so the other thing is you always want to have a concealer. And so I have a concealer. And then you always want to have a brush to use the concealer with. And so you're going to see all of that. But this is the perfect brow kit right here. And this is a beautiful brow holder that we have. Brow holder, look at me. This is a beautiful brush holder that we have. So that's what I'm using to show you guys. But those are the simple steps that you're going to use. Now, we were talking about brow types, and so if you see me kind of looking, is it because I'm reading stuff? But we have the no brows, which I mean, I have a little bit, I have a line, but they're there's some people that don't have any eyebrows. And then there's the very little brows. That's what I consider myself, the very little brows. And then we have the okay brows, the ones that look like, okay, cool, And then it's like, the girl, your brows, like, whoa, they're on fleek, they're on point. I love them. Oh my goodness, what did you do to them? How do you do them? And then there's the ones that I call brows on fleek, like, whoa, like those brows that you just look and you're like, oh my goodness, I want those brows. Okay, so those are the types of brows in my description, in my definition. And so there's tips for all of them. So let's say, for example, if you have no brows, of course you're gonna have to use more of a like more color, more color, more tints, more of that. If you have very little brows, you're gonna have to use something more. If no brows, you're gonna have to use a darker, probably color, more time on them and everything. If you have very little brows, which you're gonna see, then we're gonna use this. If you have okay brows, really all you need is probably a pencil and probably a, look at me, I rescued a tint. And if you have, girl, your brows, like, I'm jealous, but you're probably gonna need just a pencil, even an eyeshadow, and a of course the brush, of course, and a tint. Now, if you have your brows on fleek, then you don't need anything. No, I would just recommend once again the pencil and the brow, the tint and the concealer, because you always, no matter what type of brows you have, you're always gonna want to define them. Okay, now there's people or women that also use eyeshadows. For example, you'll see me use a little bit of eyeshadow, and I use an espresso or I use the mahogany, depending on my type of, not my type, my shade, my color of hair. Okay, so with that being said, you always, my tip is that you always want to make sure that your eyebrows are not the exact color of your hair or darker. So the reason why is because it just they just look, you lose your face, you kind of lose everything. Okay, so you want to make sure that they're a little bit lighter, a shade darker, I mean a shade lighter, or even like very similar to your hair, but not really darker. Okay, so that's what my tip will be. Okay, so now let's start with my eyebrows. I already prepped my face. As you can see, I already used my skincare. Very important. Yes, even with your eyebrows, because if your skin is set, if it's prepped, if it's ready with your moisturizer, with everything that you got, girl, trust me, your whole face is gonna look on point. Your whole makeup is gonna look on point. So yes, right now I'm wearing my skincare. I am already wearing my makeup. I'm already wearing that. Usually I do my eyebrows first, but I was not about to come out here with nothing on my face, because then it would have really been a very scary situation. So I did my makeup a little bit, very simple. So let's start with our eyebrows. I'm going to show you how to measure them first. Okay, so the way you want to measure your eyebrows is you're going to use your nose. Okay, so right here. Now, you're going to grab your pencil or a pencil, a pen, a brush. It doesn't matter what you use. And you're going to do this. You're going to use the end of your nose and you're going to measure it right there. So as you can see, I'm very off. Okay, so I'm way off. So we're going to use a brush to measure it, so I could go ahead and color it. So I could go ahead and do my eyebrows. Now, let's start, girls. Let's start. Okay, so I'm going to measure them like I told you. So it's going to be measured from the edge of your nose right here to the top. Okay, so that's where your eyebrow should be. Okay, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your pencil, okay, and you're gonna do a line. Okay, now don't worry about the line being perfect. Don't worry about nothing, because we're gonna use a concealer to correct everything. Okay, so that's where your eyebrow should be. Okay, line. Then the same place right here, you're gonna use the same pencil, and for the tip, it's gonna be where your, I forgot the name of it. Your eyeball? Silly me. But that's where it is. That's where your point is going to be. And so you're going to do a line up. Okay? Don't worry about the line. It's okay. And then from the same place, you're going to, where your eye ends, that's where your eyebrow should end. Okay? And so, I don't know if, sorry, I'm not used to, but so if you, like this, okay, so you'll see the lines 1, 2, 3, but that's how you're gonna measure it. Right here, end of eyeball, and end of eye. Okay, so that's where you're gonna measure them. When you measure them, the first thing you want to do, girls, is grab that perfect eyebrow. What I mean by perfect is because you really need the perfect tools for perfect eyebrows. Okay, so make sure that you're really picky with what you're getting. Because if you have the perfect tools, no matter if it's skincare, any makeup, or your eyebrows. If you have the perfect tools, I promise that your eyebrows are gonna be on fleek, your makeup's gonna be on fleek, everything's gonna be on fleek, okay? And so once again, I'm using this. You're gonna grab your spoolie, and you always, 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 first thing you wanna do after you measure is brush your brows, okay? So you're gonna brush them up, okay? Very important. Brush them the way they are going. So you'll see your hairs. For example, mine right here, they go up. So brush them up. Brush up, up, up. Okay? And then up, up, up. When you get to the corner, you want to start going to the side. Okay? So you want to start going to the side. Mine are already brushed, and so you can't really tell, but it's up, 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 and then side, 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 all the way down. So mine are already, actually, I set them with a little bit of, I don't have one, oh my goodness, with my setting spray. So what I do is I grab the brush and I put the setting spray, I spray it, and then that's how I brush my eyebrows, okay? So you want to do that. Once they're brushed, both are brushed, you're going to grab your pencil. Mine, once again, is in the color brunette, dark brunette. Get with your beauty consultant. They are experts on this, and so they will tell you which shades we have. They will also tell you which one should look better on you. And of course, they'll give you the choice, but they're here to help. We are here to help you. So you ask us all the questions you want. I have the beauty consultants, and I have some beauties right there answering questions. And so go ahead and ask whatever you want to ask. And after the live, I will go back to all the questions or comments or whatever, and I'm going to be reading them and answer them if they haven't been answered already, okay? So feel very, very safe and knowing that your beauty consultant is going to help you pick the right shade. So don't worry, you're not going to go with blonde eyebrows if your hair is black, and you're not going to go the opposite. Don't worry about it. We got your back. Remember that. And we also have 100% satisfaction guarantee. Like, hello, how cool is that? You don't see that often. Take that. Okay, and so you want to do dark brunette. Once again, mine is dark brunette. As you can see, my hair is like black, and so if I would have used the black brown, it's too dark, and so then I look very, very weird, very odd. I don't like it, and so that's why I use a shade lighter. Okay, and so you know where I did the line to start. Okay, so you first thing is that you want to line it, and so I'm trying to look at the camera, but also the mirror. So the way you're gonna line it is we're gonna line it all the way. Okay. So line it, line it, line it. Don't be scared. Let me tell you a little trick about makeup. The more scared you are of the brush and the liner and anything, the worse it's gonna come out. You own it. It's your hand. Pretend you're coloring. Literally, pretend you're coloring. You know how when you color, you have the control. You have the control. The crayon doesn't, right? You have the control. You know how hard to go. You know how easy to go. You know where to get out of the line. It's the same thing with makeup, okay? So if you always remember that, I promise things are going to get better. Don't be scared. Girl, this ain't going to bite you. Don't be scared. You own it. You use it, and go for it. Beauty about all this is that we have erasers. And so, girl, you mess up, don't worry. You got your makeup remover right here. It's going to delete everything. It's going to take everything away. And we also have the concealer. So don't worry if you mess up. You got to try, and then we'll see. Okay? So you're going to line it. You're going to line it. You're going to line it all the way. Okay, very, very, you don't have to go super hard. If you have really good eyebrows, like the fleek eyebrows, or like the girl, your brows are bomb, then you just have to go a little bit, okay? But if you don't have eyebrows like me, girl, let's go. Okay, so let's do this. And then the top, you're going to do the same thing. Now you're probably saying, oh my goodness, but why are we outlining them? We don't want to look like they're tattooed. Don't worry. Trust the process. Trust the process. And even if you mess up and the line isn't straight, it's totally fine. Just give it a little break, okay? So you see how you lined them, right? Remember you did the measuring? Okay, so you're gonna go straight to the little line and then down. Now, don't do a what is it called? A like a triangle thing here. Don't do it pointy. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sure that when you're doing it, you kind of twist, you kind of like go down a little bit so it's not pointy, because you don't want to look like a clown either. You know those clowns, their eyebrows like that? No. Don't make it pointy. Make sure that you do like a little circular motion right here and then down. Whoop. Okay? Is it this one? Yes. Okay, so it's lined. I wish I should have been a little bit closer, girl. Sorry. But once you see them, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it, girl. Okay, so same thing with this one. Let's say we would have already measured this one. I like doing them both. Now, let me tell you something. Eyebrows are never, never, never gonna come out the same, girls. Don't even worry about it because they're not. They're not best friends. They're not twins. They are actually cousins, far away cousins. They're like they like each other, but not really. One always wants to look better than the other one. And so don't worry about it. I always have to play with them after I'm done with my full face because that's what's gonna tell me, okay, girl, this one is not right, you know? And the best thing is that yes, trust your mirror. Absolutely trust your mirror. But when you're done with your makeup, trust me, take a picture and it tells you more like, oh, that one is totally crooked, girl. Or yes, on fleek. Okay? So I use the word on fleek a lot when I'm doing eyebrows. It's just a thing. If my kids were listening to me right now, they would have been like, Mom, really? Shut up. Okay, so once they're outlined, you see how my face is starting to get more shape? That you'll notice right now, it gets shape. Eyebrows will always give you the shape that you need, okay? And so perfect precision. I love, it is a precision eyeliner. It's super, super precise. It's perfect. It's super thin. It's the angle it builds into, it's just perfect for your eyebrows. Okay, so once you do the line, girl, you're gonna go starting right here, you're gonna go up like little hairs. Do up motion like little hairs, little hairs, little hairs. Don't do lines. Don't go no. Big mistake. Lines. Lines like little hairs, okay? And then fill in, fill in, fill in. Fill in, fill in. See me? I have to fill in a lot. And so I'm gonna show you a trick right now. If you have your awesome eyebrows or your brows on fleek, you're gonna be like super done quick. But if you're like me and have very little brows, then it's gonna take a little bit more. So up, hair. Pretend you're doing hairs. Like if you were doing grass, if you were coloring grass, remember how you used to go up? Same thing. Don't be scared, girl. You own that pencil, okay? So you're just gonna follow the outline. You're gonna follow the outline. Go. Cool. You see? And maybe, just maybe, they're still not perfect. Once I always think this one. Sorry. I should have been getting a so sorry. So I don't know how, but if you this one always has like more of a pointy thing right here. Don't worry about it. Right now you're gonna correct it. You're gonna delete it. You're gonna erase it, whatever you want to call it, okay? Perfect. You see that? Okay. So now that it's outlined, you're gonna grab your awesome spoolie right here, the brush or the pointy. And this is how you're gonna, with the spoolie, you're gonna look right here. Always on the edge so it doesn't look tattooed. You always want to make sure that you kind of, it's okay if you smear it. You right here on the edge, girls, make sure that it's always lighter. So kind of like on, how do you say it? Ombre? Is that how you say it? Ombre kind of thing. And then keep going up. So this is gonna give you like the definition of like your hair. It's gonna give you like if you're doing not necessarily like a line, but more of the hair look. Like if you actually have the eyebrow hair. Okay? So you're gonna do that. Same thing over here. And you're gonna brush it up. Okay, now I'll get closer to the camera right now, but you can already see the definition of my face, right? Okay, so you're gonna grab an eyeshadow, and in my case, I'm gonna use, like I said, the espresso. I'm using the espresso. If you have lighter hair, I totally recommend the mahogany mahogany or espresso. I'm using espresso. I'm grabbing the perfect brush. Look at the shape, okay? And very, very little, girls, very little. You're gonna grab very little eyeshadow. All you're gonna do is grab your brush and tap. You always want to hit to get that excess, because especially if you do your makeup first, like your foundation and everything first, guess what? That excess eyeshadow will fall on your face, and then you just messed up your whole face. That's why I like doing big tip, girls. Always do your eyes first, and then that way, if you mess up your eyes, you get to, you know, use the makeup remover and take that off, and then you continue. Okay, so right now, if I was to mess up, which I am not, okay, I'm not gonna mess up. Lorena, please don't mess up. I'm just gonna use the angle. As you can see, it's angled perfectly. It's angled perfectly, and I'm gonna start right here, okay? And I'm gonna go up, 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 up. So this is giving it more definition, but also it's giving it more of the little, like the hair look. You know what I mean? Like the hair look. So I'm teaching you how to do it little by little. So I'm grabbing little by little. But if you're a pro, go at it, girl. Go at it. Okay? And then fill in. This is great to fill in the little spaces where you need to fill in. So fill in, fill in, fill in. Okay? If you start with little, it's better. If you grab too much, then it's easier to add than to remove. Okay? So look at how it's totally giving me a shape now. Okay? I have a shape now. Okay? Same thing with the next eye. So up, up, up. Remember, it's okay if they're messed up right now. If you have the line, up, 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 and then you start going down, down. So up, up, up until you see the pointy thing, and then you're gonna go down, down, down. That's gonna make that illusion, or whatever you want to call it, of your eyebrow going the way that it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's that. And then of course you're gonna grab, lastly, you're gonna grab your volumizing tint. Like I said, this is gonna give you more volume. It's gonna give you the effect. I love it because it has like little fibers, and so it gives you the illusion of hair. Okay, now I'm talking, so it's taking a long time. It doesn't take that long, girls. Okay, it really doesn't. Once you get the hang of it, and trust me, if you have the right tools, it doesn't take that long. So you want to take all the excess tint out of it. And so the brow tint has this very tiny, it's super tiny. But what I love about it is that the shape of the brush goes exactly like if it's going up. And so it gives your brow the perfect shape. I mean, not shape, but shape. Not shade, shape with P, okay? And so you're gonna go up, up, up. See, it gives it more hair texture. Up, up, up. And then when you get to the point, what? Down. Yep. Down, down, down. Okay. Same thing over here. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. Okay, now you're gonna let it dry a little bit because it's a tint, and so of course you have to let it dry. Now, girls, let me tell you something. I use the, I don't know why I didn't bring it downstairs, but I use the setting spray for absolutely everything. It's my best friend, and also the translucent powder. And so you want to have both. I'm not going to run upstairs, but if I was to have the setting spray, which I'm really shocked I don't, but it's upstairs. If I was to have it, what I would have done is I would have wet a little spoolie and then got, so let's say I have it, okay? Let's pretend the spoolie just a little bit, and then I would have gotten a cotton, see, I have it right here, a cotton swab, and then I would have kind of like taken it off, right? A little bit with a towel. And then, now I have cotton because it's dry. And then I would have kind of just went over like that really quick because it's a setting spray, and so it's going to set my eyebrows. Now, let me tell you something. I go to the lake. I'm always in the sun. It's humid. Dallas was humid. I mean, if you're in Dallas, Texas, whatever, it's super humid. Wisconsin is really humid too. I'm already sweating here. And so my eyebrows, I don't want them to disappear. And so I do whatever it takes to have them here on my face at all times, even at the lake, and they do. They stay because I'm using the right step, because I prep my face. Yes, it's true story. And because the next step is super helpful with that, okay? So you're gonna grab a concealer. Now with the concealer, girls, if you're using it for your face, for your right here, for your eyes, for highlighting, for whatever it is that you're using it, my tip to you is to use it 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, okay? So for example, me, I'm using it 2 shades lighter. So this is in the shade Light Ivory. So this is what I use. It's 2 shades lighter than my face tone, than my foundation, than everything. And so I use it for everything that I just mentioned, but I also use it to highlight and to perfect my eyebrows. Okay, now there's a difference between a perfect concealer and a under eye corrector. Okay, so ask your beauty consultant about that because it's very, very important that you know the difference. Okay, so I have them both, but they're very different. Okay, so you're gonna grab another brush. This one is our eye crease and it's angled. Okay, so pretty much a flat brush, that's what I'm trying to say, or a flat brush right here. Okay, so you're gonna grab that and you're gonna grab your concealer and you're gonna put little dots right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason why you want to make sure you do that, girls, is because if I don't know if you could see it, but they look all kinds of messed up. The eyebrows look all kinds of messed up right now, and so you want to do the same with this. Now I already have my makeup on, and so it's gonna look a little bit lighter, but don't worry about it. I'll fix it afterwards. You already know we gotta fix it. So you're gonna grab the brush, and then you're just gonna make sure you correct or delete or whatever you want to call it, erase, whatever. We use all kinds of terminology. Those imperfections that you had. Not only that, but this is also going to give your eye another shape and it's going to define your eyebrow. Super, super important that you define your eyebrow because once again, really your eyebrow is what defines your face. They're so, so important. And so you always want to make sure that they look defined, that they look awesome, and that they look beyond basic. Okay? And so on the top, you always want to make sure that you go up. And this is going to also help you correct the shape. It's also going to help you, once again, set the makeup that you use. So it's like a protector, it's a concealer. It's a protector, okay? And so, okay, now here on the edge, you always want to make sure that you go up. And this is going to give it the illusion that it's not tattooed, that it's not painted on, that it is hairs, actually. Okay, so super, super important that you do that. So this is totally going to, I think I'm going to have to get the camera closer, girls. But this defines your eyebrow. It defines your eyebrow, okay? And then it also helps you correct it. Now, you're going to grab a little bit of translucent powder, and you're going to grab any other brush that you want. Very little, girls, very, very little. And you're going to set that. The reason why you're going to set that is because that's going to help so it doesn't smear. It's also the top. Don't do it on top of your eyebrow, even though you can because it's translucent, so nothing's going to happen. But I'm concealing the, I'm sealing the concealer, okay? So pretty much what I'm doing, girls, is anytime you wear any type of liquid, you want to make sure that you seal it off. And so that's why I'm using the translucent powder, okay? Okay, and then you do the same thing with the other one. And then, girl, your eyebrows are going to be on fleek. I hope. What do you think? Comment below if you say, really, I don't see the difference. Or, oh my goodness, yes, I see the difference. Or, now, let me tell you something. If you have me on social media or anything, my eyebrows always look different. They're never, ever, ever, ever the same. Because there's days that, hold on, let me conceal it. There's days that I'm in a hurry and I just really quick, but I always make sure that they look good. And then there's days that I spend a lot of time and oh my goodness, they look awesome. And so you always make sure you're cleaning your brush, okay? Because you used it, and so like right here, I smeared it. Always clean your brush. Have your brush cleaner and a little rag, and then clean it. But so my eyebrows never look the same, but they always look on fleek. Okay, same thing right here. Hair. Okay. And so if I would have done this before my makeup, you would have totally seen the definition. But right now, since I have makeup, which is totally fine, because if you use makeup, like right now, if I didn't have anything, after you do that, you're going to put your makeup on top. And so right now I'm going to set it. I'm going to set this one, once again, a little bit of powder. So this is going to help so your sweat doesn't ruin your eyebrow. And also it's going to help so like if you go to the water or something. No, I'm not promising the eyebrows are not gonna come off because I can't promise you that. But I'm telling you from my experience, seriously, water resistant to the max right here, girl. Okay. And so let's say, for example, this one right here, I overdid the concealing. So no worries, no worries. I got you. You grab the pencil and then you fix that. You grab the pencil and you fix that. Okay? You see? I always do the duck face. I don't know why it's a habit. But I'm doing my eyebrows, but I'm like, so there is my eyebrows. And so it gives the total definition. It gives you a different, I mean, I could take a picture of before. I should have taken a before picture and then after so you guys could have seen. And well, now if, for example, you still say, well, I don't like something, I don't like something about it, then you either grab your brow tint or your eyeshadow and then you fix that with the perfect brush. I keep calling it perfect because it really is a perfect brush. I mean, I love them. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if comment below. I think this one is darker than this one from what I'm seeing. I'm trying to look, but it's really difficult with the light. It's like blinding me. But like I said, let's say I think this one's darker than this one, and so I'm gonna fix it really quick. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of eyeshadow, hit it, and then I'm just gonna fix that right here. Fix it, fix it, fix it, and bam! We went from no eyebrows to, I'm gonna say, what do you think, girl, your brows, or you think your brows are on fleek? Okay, so now we talked about different ways, girls. This is the perfect brow kit for everybody. So if you say, well, is there other ways? There is. For eyebrows, I use, like I said, this is my favorite, or I simply use the eyeshadow. If I'm in a hurry, I just use eyeshadow and the brow tint and the brush. That's all I use. But if you want the full set, guess what, girl? We're gonna give you a special deal. And the special deal is gonna be, so usually for all of this that you're seeing right here, which is the concealer, the brow tint, the brush, and the precision eyeliner, it would be $54. But if you comment right now, because you watched this video and only for today, if you comment Beyond Basic, guess what? Your beauty consultant who loves you, adores you, and is always looking out for you, that's us, is gonna give it to you for $48. So you are saving, I'm not gonna count, and I don't have my calculator, sorry. But you're gonna save some money and it's gonna look awesome. Remember that we have 100% satisfaction guarantee, girls, and so trust me when I say you could always call her and say, you know what, I didn't like the shade or whatever. Feel very confident that you can just call her and tell her it's totally fine. But I'm pretty sure that her being the expert that she is with makeup and skincare, she will get you the right shade and the right color. So once again, if you like this kit right now, right here, if you want something separately, if you want whatever, if you want any of the other awesome things that I talked about, just let your consultant, your beauty consultant know. But for now, this would be $54. But if you buy it right now, if you want the perfect eyebrows, if whatever, comment below with Beyond Basic and your consultant got you. This has been so much fun. I actually stayed on time. Yay, Lorena! My videos always take forever because, we gotta look on fleek. So let me know if you have any more questions. Comment below. Your beauty consultant and also our beautiful Carrie should be commenting and answering questions. Our national is there, I'm sure. And so just listen to what they're saying. They are the experts. We are on fleek with what we're saying. And so once again, $54. But today, if you comment Beyond Basic, you're gonna get it for $48. Girls, remember you're awesome. Remember you're beautiful. You're amazing. You're unique. You're beautifully imperfect in a perfect way, if it makes sense. Remember that anything you set your mind to, anything you want to do in life, you totally got this. Remember that makeup is an expression. Never be scared of it. Never be scared of any of the tools. Remember that you are always on fleek and that you gotta be on fleek. So trust yourself. Love yourself, value yourself, and remember that we love you and we love to take care of you. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and have a beautiful Thursday night. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week and your weekend. Bye, girls. Love you all.